Well, today we're going to talk about Thanksgiving. But more importantly, we're going to talk about the foods we ate at Thanksgiving because, hey, I don't know about you, Jackie. Yes, I do.
You
but
asked me.
I know that we did not watch our calorie count so much. I know that you didn't eat mashed potatoes, but oh my goodness, I ate the mashed potatoes, the gravy, the dressing, all those things that probably I shouldn't have had. How about you?
Well, I wasn't watching what you ate, but I
But
did.
you were seated across
I was
the
seated
table.
across from you, and I did see that you did have some mashed potatoes. The only reason I didn't have mashed potatoes is because I just don't care for them. But I did have sweet potatoes, and I had stuffing. But here's the great thing. We walked, we worked out, and we were prepared. Supersize your veggies and half-size everything else.
That includes meat, right? Because
Includes
people eat too much
everything.
meat.
Oh,
Yes.
people eat too much of everything.
Yes.
We all do it at times.
Yes.
But you've watched me. I really try to eat half of what I would want to eat or what I normally used to eat. I'm so used to eating half that I'm at my maintenance level where I just eat what I normally eat. You know I never gain an ounce. But during the holidays, I really have to be careful to work out extra because I want to eat. That food tastes good, and we all love that comfort food of turkey and stuffing and gravy. That gravy was...
I still want that recipe.
I know you've been talking about that.
Well, you know what? Most people don't know about you, Jackie, and I'm just going to let out a little secret.
Oh, shit.
You have the tiniest waist ever.
Oh.
And I don't know if it's because you have all of that organic coconut oil in your coffee,
Could be from the coconut.
or those very hard regimented, what are those?
Burpees.
Burpees.
The
Oh my
burpees are
gosh.
so hard. I make Cynthia do them, and they are so hard, but they're so excellent.
You can do 50 and I can do 15.
Okay, you got to work up to these things.
I know. I'm not used to doing those at
And
all.
for people listening who don't know what a burpee is, it's a squat thrust with a jump at the end.
Yes.
And you go right into the next one, so it's a fluid movement. And to do 10 in a row, by the time you get to the 10th jump, it's like your feet are in quicksand, right?
Yes, they are. And you really don't want to do anything afterwards. And I have to say that walking the 2 miles that we walked before we did those
Yes.
burpees really warms up the body, and
Yes.
it just makes it ready to accept that exercise and the good benefits.
And warms up the mind.
Oh,
Because
yes.
exercise is the best way to keep your mind sharp. It's been proven, an Italian study about a year ago proved it again, that we're talking about not just brain exercises like crossword and Sudoku and memorizing and Mensa puzzles, but physical exercise is one of the best, most proven ways to keep your brain sharp. Ward off Alzheimer's, ward off dementia. Gotta do it.
Got to do it. You know, I've had the most fun with you the last few days because we've been working the crossword puzzles together.
Yes, how
The
fun.
New York Times crossword puzzle, okay? And we even got the Saturday and the Sunday work to completion. And for those of you who use crossword puzzles as a brain stimulant, I want you to know that having this with Jackie is a lot of fun because we don't make many mistakes.
No, we don't.
I had the
She
whiteout
has
ready.
I've never used whiteout with a crossword puzzle. I always just
Ink over it.
I ink over it with my purple pen that Gloria gave me.
Yes.
Special purple crossword pen. But the thing is, with crossword puzzles, if you haven't done them before, you should start on Monday. Because Monday is the easiest day, and that way you don't get frustrated and give up. And here's an interesting study.
All right.
A recent study showed that it even matters how often you do the crossword puzzle. Once a week is not enough. A study showed that people who did the crossword puzzle once a week, people who did it 3 times a week, had 47% less risk of Alzheimer's than people who only did it 1 time a week.
Is that right?
Yes, you need to challenge yourself.
Always. Physically, mentally, emotionally,
Yes,
everything.
in-
Yes.
in every way.
Yes.
And we sure cranked out that. We got that Sunday New York Times cranked out in less than an hour. I could never do that on my own in less than an hour.
And then
So-
we did the other one from the LA Times.
Yes.
What,
Merle
your friend-
Regal.
Yes, her friend Merle.
Yes, he has an original crossword puzzle made just from my book.
Yes, and I wanted to show everybody who's watching Jackie's book because, oh my goodness, you cannot do without this book. This has every tip that you could imagine in this book, from sleep to food to
Facial magic exercises.
Facial magic, yes, and I wanted to, because I had marked this earlier when I was thinking about things we might talk about today. She has this quote from Roger Teeter, and Roger Teeter has these inversion hang-ups, and so he used to be on Home Shopping Network, when I was on there. Yes, and here is his quote: "In older people who have decreased circulation to the brain, inversion can help bring the circulation of the brain up to where it should be."
Yes, he's such a great guy. I interviewed all of the gurus in this book personally, and I sat with him face to face at lunch, and he was so great.
He is an amazing man. Yes, he is.
And
so in addition to doing all these puzzles and different things that we were just talking about, even if you just turned your head upside down, and just let the blood flow to your head, it could be better than doing nothing at all.
Right. That's why in yoga they have headstands, because you always, we have to be anti-gravity sometimes, because we're always straight up or laying down. But yes, there's so many great quotes in the book. It's called Aging Backwards, Secrets to Staying Young. And let me mention something, Cynthia. I'm so grateful for not only our friendship, but for you with Facial Magic, because you have freed me from, and you know this about me, years of Botox, years of injections in the nasolabial. You've seen me. I sit here and I think of funny thoughts to myself, and I just crack myself up. And you've seen me sit here, and all of a sudden I will be roaring, and you're like, what's so funny? So I need that all the time. I always get those creases in the crow's feet.